4 stands up on BBC Radio 4 from up the creek in Greenwich. My name is Michael McIntyre, and I bring to you 30 mins of stand-up. Mins is good, isn't it? Mins. Because it saves time. Time is of the essence, and time is money. Which makes money of the essence. Don't you hate it in a cash machine when it doesn't work? And somebody tells you it doesn't work? Why don't you believe them? They tell you, they go, it's not working, and you go, oh, thank you for your advice, but I will find that out for myself. And then you try it, it doesn't work, so you tell the next person it's not working, and then they don't believe you, and you're like, well, you can believe me, I'm a good guy. I don't like it when they look at you when you're behind them as if you're trying to steal their pin. Do you know what I mean? They look at you like, oh, you want my pin? It's like, no, look at my clothes. Why would I want your pin? But I get quite protective of my pin. Do you remember Chip and Pin? When we didn't have it? Back in the old days, remember? The old days. Sometimes you still sign, and it's quite a shock to you, isn't it? When they go, just sign there, and you go, oh, really? What? Am I in Quantum Leap? They've had it on in Europe for like ever. They've had Chip and Pin, but they gave it to us, and they slowly had to ease it into our lives. They told us about it, and there was all these signs up, and it took like literally a year before they implemented it. They basically gave us a year to learn 4 numbers. I actually felt it was a really nice opportunity to cull from society people who can't learn 4 numbers. If you can't remember 4 numbers, guess what? Now you can't buy food. Just people in Tesco going, 7, 4. That's all I got. I'm starving. Can I have a banana? No. Go and starve. Go and think about it in the car park with the other idiots. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to bring on the first act of this show. Please welcome to the stage Josie Long, ladies and gentlemen. Josie Long.
Hello. I'm 25 years old, and for some reason people seem to have a lot of trouble accepting that at the moment. And I think it's because I've got a big tubby face like a baby, which is stressing me out because I like to think that I look sophisticated and French. The fact that you laugh just breaks my heart. And it would be all right, but I started getting ID'd a lot more than I'm comfortable with. I went out quite recently with my 2 best friends, and we went to a bar around the corner from my house, and there was a bouncer at the door, and he was French, so I thought I found the friend straight away. And he let them in, and he didn't let me in. And I was like, sorry, why won't you let me in? And he's like, you are not old enough. And I was like, how old do you have to be to get in? He's like, 21. I'm like, you flatter me, but I'm 25, let me in, please. And he's like, no, you cannot come in. And I was like, well, please, can you just let me, you do not have identification. And the thing is, right, because it was near my house, and because I'm a comedian, often, as a comedian, you get paid in like a big roll of maybe like one £20 note. So I had that and my keys and nothing else. And he's like, you do not have identification, not even passport. And I was like, well, it's not that kind of night. It's not like at any point I'm going to go, who's with me? Brazil! So I'm going, Brasilia. No, I don't have any identification. He's like, well, you can just come in. I'm like, well, you let them in. They're 25. Why would they hang out with someone who's under 21? They wouldn't. And he's like, I cannot. Look, there must be some things that have happened to me in my life that will just prove that I'm 25. There must be some things that I now know that I can tell you that will show you by my life experience completely and irrevocably that I'm 25 years old. He's like, I do not think so. I'm like, okay, I'm a comedian and I'm self-employed and I have done my own taxes for the last 3 years. Taxes. Yeah, adult taxes. So, well, you could be 21, you're 18. I was like, okay, I really want a baby. No, okay, right. I have been so in love with someone that I couldn't sleep next to them because I was too excited about all the things that we were going to do together and all the life that we were going to have together, and he could, which should have told me something. But I couldn't. I was like the child on the Euro Disney advert. I was like, wake up, wake up. And he's like, what is it? I'm too excited. Right, and even though I loved him that much, I did. And I know that he loved me. It still didn't work out. Like, that wasn't enough. I really like olives. It's that. And that's what got me in. The olives. So I'm just saying, like, if you've got any problems, people not letting you into over 21's bars, just carry a jar around. What? I'm not over 21? How do you explain this? A thing about me is I've been trying to improve myself a lot because I'm disappointed in myself. So I've joined the gym, and what that's done is it has ruined my personality. But I'm so full of endorphins, I haven't even noticed, let alone cared. But it's ruined my credibility as an indie girl. Like, people used to come up to me and go, what have you been up to? And I'd be so indie. I'd be like, yeah, me? I've just been weaving. Yeah, just weaving. Yeah, I weft. That is the correct word. I weft. Yeah, I just weft a cup out of bits of fabric I found in a bin outside a charity shop. Yeah, it's pretty. Oh, you just go to charity shops? Oh, whatever. I go to the bins out. So, yeah, just been travelling. Yeah, just travelling. Yeah, no, it's like a holiday. It's just I'm more sensitive than you. Yeah, just travelling. Yeah, travelling. Yeah, just Yeah, just the people, just the culture. Just so different. Just the poverty. Just just really made me realise how intelligent I am. People go, wow, you're interesting, you can be my friend. And now they go, what have you been up to? And I go, I ran 5 kilometres in 27 minutes and 30 seconds. That is my personal best. That is actually my personal best, thank you. Who am I? I do tend to like anything that brings out a bit of unself-conscious excitement in people, though. Like, one of the things I can't bear is people that have a cynical approach towards life. Like, I have no time for that. Like, the way I see it is, there's no prize at the end of life. No one's going to come up to you with a trophy and go, well done! You didn't enjoy any of it! The trophy's just a picture of a man flicking the V's, just... And I went to the fun fair recently, and I was amazed at how quickly I was 13 years old again. I got there and I was like, I want to go on everything. But I did realise that as an adult, what going to the fun fair is like, it's a bit like a man you don't know coming up to you and then saying, if you give me £2, I will shake you. And then you going... Yeah, all right. Hey. If you give me £2.50, I will give you a toy to the value of 10 pence. And the illusion that you are good at a sport. Yeah, all right. Hey, look at that, I'm the darts king. Thank you very much. Look at that, that's bigger than my daughter. Will you shake me again? Yes, I will. Thanks so much for having me.
Josie Long, ladies and gentlemen, the lovely Josie Long. How lovely is Josie Long? Let me tell you about my good news, ladies and gentlemen, which is that I'm having my second child. I've made one child with my wife, and it was very easy to make the baby the second time because I felt confident I knew how to do it because I had already made one. Do you know what I mean? The last time we had tried actively for a baby, I'd succeeded. So this time when we decided we should try for a baby, I felt, I swaggered in and I decided that would work. And then I went, yes, that wasn't the entire act just then. I didn't just go, yes! I mean, there was more to it. But I did feel that on its completion that'll be enough for you, darling. I'll see you in 9 months. And that was... I wasn't so confident the last time when I made my first child. It actually took a long time, 14 months of trying. That's a long time. And I say months, obviously, because it's a cyclic thing. You only have this small window of opportunity, and if you fail, you have to wait another month. This is how it goes. And at the end of every month, she would say to me, go to Boots and get the test. I can't wait another minute. You know how badly I want a baby, and I want to know either way, so just go and get the test, all right? Would you do that? Would you do that? And I'm like, I don't understand why. Why don't we just wait and see if over time it grows within you? You know? Like they did in the old days. And I think that's the nicest, the best, and the cheapest of our options. So don't argue with me. Go to Boots and get the test. It's £13.99. I had to get it every single month. I could have got broadband. That's what really... So my other child, he's 2, and he's becoming a little boy now, but not fast enough. He's not speaking quite as much as the other kids, especially the girls. My son's only got 2 words, car and map. It's kind of embarrassing. Well, I was worried he was trying to escape. That was on my mind for some time. Car, map, car, map. I said to my wife, if his next word is passport, we're going to need to have a serious discussion. And it does highlight just how much more advanced girls are to boys when you have babies. And it is really like that. I went to a birthday party of a 1-year-old girl. She's half the age of my son. And she's just in conversation. Do come in, take a seat over here. We've got drinks over there, nibbles. We've got entertainment starts at 3. I love your shoes. Are they Baby Gap? Car, Mac, car, Mac, car. It's humiliating. Ladies and gentlemen, are you up for the next act of the evening? We have installed a special treat. Give all your love to Colin and Fergus, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Peter Ogden. It's my wife, Philippa. Sarah. We're here this evening as part of a theatre group called Theatre Group. But first, a bit about myself. As I said, my name is Peter Ogden. I studied at the College of Tunbridge Wells, Theatre Arts, Acting, where I acquired a 2-1 for my efforts. It was whilst teaching there for the subsequent 17 years that I met Sarah, a brilliant student. I found her talented but naive, and the perfect replacement for my late wife, Philippa, who was beautiful but died. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a truly terrifying tune we've been performing in schools of late. If this doesn't give you the willies, I don't know what will. Sarah. Where is the ghost?
In the library.
What is he doing?
Reading a book.
Why is he reading?
So he can learn things.
What is he learning about?
Science and maths.
Ghouls and goblins, ghouls and goblins. Where is the ghost?
On the computer.
What is he doing?
Checking his emails.
Why is he checking them?
He's in an IT class.
Will that help him find a job?
Yes, it will.
Ghouls and goblins, ghouls and goblins. Where is the ghost?
In the kitchen.
What is he doing?
Helping his mum.
Why is he helping her?
Because he respects his parents, even though he's dead.
So listen up, children.
When you die,
be a good ghost, if you dare. Very good. Thank you very much. Enjoy that, Sarah?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
So that was good, yep?
Yes.
Yep. You know, for a moment there you look just like Philippa.
Okay.
Now, just to finish off, we're going to try something that Sarah's never ever done before.
What?
No, not that. A lot of people say to me, Peter, how do you write your plays? Well, I don't just sit there tapping on a computer. I can't afford one. I write using a process of improvisation with my wife. Sarah is the keyboard that I finger. And we're just going to give you an example of that now. A little bit of improvisation. And just to make it a little bit more interesting, Sarah, I'd like you to give me 2 random words, okay?
Okay.
And I'm going to find a way to put those words into the improvisation.
All right.
All right?
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Let's see what happens.
The words will be, I suppose, perfect and banana.
Okay, well, let's find a way to put them in the improvisation. Here we go. I must say, that was the most perfect banana I've ever seen. But enough of this chit-chat. Tell me, did you get the results?
Results?
From the test?
Oh, yes, I passed. with flying colours.
No, Sarah. I meant the test to see if you had that disease.
Oh, right.
Yes.
No, I didn't get them.
Well, perhaps you should check the post. Perhaps they've arrived.
Oh, right, okay. Nope, not there.
Why don't you check again, Sarah? Perhaps you missed them the first time around.
Okay.
Who knows?
Oh, yes. Here they are.
Right. Okay, what do they say?
Just reading. No, I'm all right. I haven't got it.
Well, that's good. You know, I don't know what I'd do without you. It certainly would be very dramatic if you had that disease.
Well, it's a good job I don't have it then.
Look, Sarah. You're not really going along with my ideas. Can you try and just do what Philippa would do?
Well, why do we have to do what you want to do? Why can't we do what I want to do? I had my whole character worked out. I was going to be a hotshot lawyer who entered an ice skating competition.
Sarah! I'm trying to give you a disease and you won't take it. Can you please just do it as I want you to, please?
Okay,
just for once.
Okay,
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, do you have a disease?
Yes.
Oh, no. That's terrible. How long do you have left, my darling?
About 60 years.
6 months. Say 6 months.
6 months.
6 months! 6 months! What will you do with those 6 months?
Ice skate!
Or I could use all my powers as one of this country's greatest doctors.
Oh, right.
Yep. To find a way to cure you.
All that, yep.
And then I'm going to make love to you for hours.
Great, look forward to it.
Okay, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. A bit of improvisation there. Well done, Sarah. Very good. Very good. Do you want to give it a name, Sarah? Is perhaps set in a hospital?
Holby City!
Brilliant, brilliant. Okay, now, we will be appearing in a variety of schools, hospices, and mobile libraries over the next 6 months. My name is Peter Ogden. This was my wife, Philippa. Thank you.
Sarah!
Sarah, thank you very much, and good night.
So, what's going on? You're quite cold. You've used your fleece as a blanket. This is what is this made of? This is Radio 4 standard issue. The sheep from the Archers put this on to get into the part. Well done. Good. It's perfect. Oh, look at that. Justifying it with price. £6, that was. £6! Let's celebrate your poverty. So... £6. Where from? Where'd you get it from? Let's guess. Don't tell us. Let's guess. Not even a moment's hesitation. Everyone at once goes Primark. Sorry, hang on a minute. We've had an interruption. Stage right. Hello. Pre-marché. Pre-marché? You call it pre-marché? Why would you call it that?
It's much more upmarket.
It sounds more upmarket. Do you think just by saying pre-marché, it's because some people are so posh they can't cope with words like I actually had somebody the other day going, let's meet up at Alberoni, meaning all bar one. How pathetic is that? I can only imagine that's the kind of thing that you say. Pre-marché. Okay, well, pre-marché is wrong. It's Primark, and it doesn't sound more upmarket. This is the place where I've never been there. Not to say that I haven't been to places where poor people shop. I have been as an experiment. I went into Lidl. It's unbelievable there. They don't even have aisles. They used food to create aisles. So you couldn't buy an aisle. I actually did. It's so cheap. I just went to the cashier and went, I'll have aisle 2. Cost me $7.99. But I should have saved my money and bought myself a hideous jacket. I'm joking. So, is it Primark? Say yes or no? No. Oh, the excitement builds. Anybody got another suggestion? Oh, hang on, we've gone straight in for charity shop. Nobody would wear this unless they were helping other, even poorer people. Is it a charity shop, yes or no? We've got a no on that. Where's it from? Okay, you know what the problem here is? You've just announced it was a present from somebody who charged you £6. Somebody gave you a present and then an invoice. Sorry? Your mother-in-law. Unbelievable. We are to reach the finale of tonight's show. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me a great thrill to welcome Ed Byrne!
Very kind. Thank you. Very nice. Here I am. There's a lot of problems in the world, ladies and gentlemen, but it's okay, because wristbands are sorting them all out. Those ribbons were useless. They didn't know what they were doing. The wristband's on the case. My favourite wristband is the anti-bullying wristband. I read in the paper, and you read something in the paper and something you think, that might be true, but it might not be true, but you think, I don't care, that's so beautiful, I'm going to take that as true. They became so popular, the anti-bullying wristbands, because of people like David Beckham and Wayne Rooney wearing them. Kids were getting beaten up at school for their anti-bullying wristbands, and that's beautiful and therefore true, I think. I mean, you feel bad for the kid getting beaten up, but you kind of have to hand it to the bully for cutting through the nonsense on the issue. I'm just so glad that never happened to me when I was at school, because I could imagine myself trying to reason with the bully as he beat me up for my anti-bullying wristband. I'd be the type like, what are you doing? That's my... Oh, the irony. You're only fooling yourself, you know. Ow! You may take my wristband, but your actions will never mirror the sentiments it represents. I have a girlfriend, though. I'm in love. That'd be a fair description. See, being in love and falling in love, they're two different things, aren't they? You know, they both have their pros and their cons. They both have their merits. Falling in love, for instance, is very exciting. I'll give you that. You never know what's going to happen next. Every time you see the other person, your heart beats faster, you touch them, you tingle, you can't get them out of your head. Falling in love, very exciting. And being in love is fine. So they both have their own merits. That's what I'm trying to say there, you know. You try and do things to keep the romance going, and if you're a bloke, apparently, that's your job. And if you're a woman, your job is to tell us if we've done our job. That appears to be the division of labour vis-à-vis keeping the romance going in a relationship. I've been berated. I'm sorry, love, I'm not romantic enough. You're telling me that as you're standing there in my dressing gown, brushing your teeth. We're not even in the bathroom. Apparently, we brush our teeth in the living room now, do we? In my dressing gown. You look like a rabid dog in a coat, and you're telling me that well, I guess I need to lift my game, huh? But ladies, every now and again, you'll do things that'll suck the romance back out again. Like you'll ask us questions. Questions, yes. I don't mean questions like, where you been till now, who are you texting, what are you doing on the net at this hour? They're fair enough. Keep asking them, that's all right. I mean questions like, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? What is your obsession with what we're thinking? What cannot be the one thing that's mine, exclusively mine? We share everything, honey. No, I want that too. What are you thinking? Give me that. Why can't you women show us men the same courtesy and consideration we show you and not give a damn about what we're thinking? Why can't you do that? It's not that we don't care, we just don't want to pry. Because do you want to know the honest answer to that question? As soon as you say to your man, what are you thinking? Do you want to know what he's thinking? He's thinking, oh no, better think of something to say I've been thinking. That's what he's now thinking. Whatever he had been thinking before you asked that question, no matter how reasonable or innocent the thought was, it's now scuttled off into the corner of his brain in a panic. To make way for all the little men that are now running around his head going, what are we thinking? She's asking! Give me something that make it good, you, what do you have? She won't believe that in a million years. Come on, lads! Someone! You, what do you have? That's her sister! What are you trying to do to us? And the reason we panic is because we know the truth won't do. The truth, 95% of the time, is the word nothing. And that won't do at all, will it? What are you thinking? Nothing? No. You can't be thinking nothing. You have to be thinking something. No one can be thinking nothing. Ladies, you should never underestimate a man's ability to be completely and utterly vacant. Honestly. We're Zen masters. We can go from one end of the day to the other and maybe think, me balls are a bit itchy today. Seriously. Either that, or we're thinking something so monumentally stupid, you don't want to know. You'll lose respect for us. You don't want to open that box. You don't want to turn on the man you might have chosen to spend the rest of your life with and go, what are you thinking? And have him go, do you really want to know? Yeah, what's going on inside that old head of yours? I was just imagining I was a spy. You asked. I was just thinking what a great spot that would be over there for a covert drop-off of top-secret documents. Very good sight lines, very little chance of an ambush. Need to think about these things when you're the Raven. Personally, I say the key to a long and happy relationship is do something the two of you can enjoy and do it together as often as you can. Me and my girlfriend, our favourite thing to do together is to go shopping for booze. Because she loves to shop, I love to drink, we go shopping for booze, a marvellous time's had by all. Right? And you get all the bargains that way as well. It's great as a couple. You go, like, honestly, it's like, look, love, Jack Daniels. No, Ed, look, Rebel Yell, 2 for the price of 1. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. It's brilliant. It's great. Next time you're having a party and you're buying in the booze, I'm assuming you buy in booze when you're having a party. You're not the type who says, we're having a party, bring your own booze. Oh, you generous git. Huh. Will I bring my own chair as well? Oh, host with the most. Maybe I'll bring some snacks in case I get hungry. Shall I do that? You're not inviting me to a party. You're inviting me to your house and asking me to bring the party with me. That's not... Are you going to give me petrol money? No, I didn't think so. So, you're having the party, you're buying in the booze. But when you're buying that much booze, don't go to the off-licence. Not because it's more expensive. It's no fun. It's more fun if you go to the supermarket, right? What you do is you go to the supermarket, but you go as a couple. Take your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your husband, your wife. Don't take them all. Just the arguments. Just take the one, right? And you play a little game. It's called Looking Like Trash. And it's very simple. What you do is you fill your trolley with booze and only booze. Vodka, gin, tequila, wine, beer, just booze. But just before you get to the checkout, just for the laugh, put in a box of nappies. It's great. It's great. It's brilliant. Right. Then when you get to the checkout and you check everything through, pretend you don't have quite enough money and put the nappies back. Oh. Folks, you've been absolutely lovely. Thanks very much for listening. I've been at Byrne. Cheers. Good night.
You've been listening to 4 Stands Up. We had Josie Long, Colin Fergus, and Byrne. I was your host, Michael McIntyre. The producer was Lucia Gallardi.